Hi, my name is Matthew Moran, and I'm here in Spearfish, South Dakota. Um, the story I would have to use, and I have a lot because I'm a storyteller. Um, I convey a lot of my moronic choices through story because they end up being hilarious. But this particular story that I have, um, it's one that really, it's an event that really impacted my life. Um, I had been fishing earlier this spring, and it was blustery. It was very blustery outside, and as anybody might know, when it gets windy on a small body of water, that water gets kicked up pretty good. And so what happens is the fish tend to go to the bottom of the lake, where it's a little easier on them, especially in the early spring when they're just coming up out of being frozen all winter. And so I'm out fishing all day, and this happens to be a spot where I enjoy being able to pour my heart out to God because it's very quiet, very you can experience a lot of solitude in this particular location. And on this day is no different. I was praying, I was pouring my heart out just because I was going through a lot of difficult things, and this wind that had been constant about 25 miles an hour all day, gusting up to about 45, had just stopped. That in and of itself isn't a big deal at all. What is particularly amazing about this is that the water stopped moving as well, and it was like a sheet of glass. And you can see right down to the bottom of this little pond where all these fish are gathered in this big group trying to weather the wind and the storm out. And I was just in awe. For about 30 seconds, this was like this. And suddenly the wind comes up stronger than it had been all day and blows my cap off my head. And so as I go to collect the cap, I'd already been there for 5 or 6 hours at that point, and I pray to God. I was like, there's all those fish down there. Lord, just give me one. Just one of these fish. Frying pan sized fish that I can take home and have for dinner. And no sooner did I get those words out of my mouth than the fishing pole just slaps down on the dock, and I run over and I set the hook just as fast as I can, and what comes up out of the water isn't a frying pan sized fish. This fish is about 20 inches long, so almost double the size of what I've asked God for. And it's in that moment that I couldn't help but weep and understand that not only was God present, not only was He showing me mercy, but He was providing for me. And when God provides, He more than meets your needs. He exceeds them. And He gave me this lesson just to reinforce my faith that everything that I had been doing, all the things I've been laboring for, they're going to be right on target because I was doing them for His glory and no one else's. Thank you.